shows how retarded you really are, because it is just one game. I'm not one of those, like, you know, esports haters, oh, it's just a game, don't worry about it. I'm not saying that. I actually take this game very seriously when it comes to winning, because I love to win. That's mostly why I play this game competitively, is because I like to win. I don't like losing, but I mean, if I lose, it's still only one game. I'm going to play tomorrow, I'm going to play the next day. It's only one game, and normally you verse that person again in ladder, so maybe if you keep training and you lose, then you'll own him again. I mean, you'll own him the next time, and then he'll think that you aren't so bad next time. That's how I think about it. Even though my ladder record is like really bad, because I've versed Ariel like twice. I think he was on a different Smurf. I have like 6 losses on my account from orc hackers, and the rest I can say I guess are legit. And every time I play on Total Rock, I always verse a fucking undead. You can look at my games list. I verse undead on Total Rock, like 20 of my games of undead. It's all on Total Rock, and a lot of the games I win, surprisingly, but it's mostly because the undead players that I play on aren't really that good. Excuse me. So when you get your expansion up and you get the towers up your expansion, and you're building towers on your main, and your main's blocked off, this is when you want to start harassing. So this is the cool thing about Night Elves attacking tier 3 relay. They're not going to have Dryades. If they have Dryades, you're pretty much fucked for harassing, because he just abolishes your water elementals. Your footmen are slowed, they can't kill any wisps. It doesn't really matter if I lose footmen on harassing. As long as you're killing shit, the footmen are supposed to die anyways. As you see, a really dumb excuse right here. By him, you see his warden in my base. He dies to my militia, and I get the level on my hero. I leveled on my hero, and I'm like, what the hell happened? And then I pressed 1-1 really fast on my mace, and then I saw the warden's body fly in the air. The bitch died. So this is good. He doesn't have bear form yet. I can pick off a bear. He just used like 4 or 5 wisps to kill like 3 waters, and it dispelled like all his mana on his bears. So, and then you can, start complaining, oh, that's why he lost, because he lost his warden. Well, if his warden was there, like, it honestly, I don't think would have changed anything. Like, he wouldn't be focusing my waters, which is why I killed that bear. And if he wasn't on my base, I would attack a lot sooner. So, I think it played good for him, sort of, and me, because I had to attack a little bit late. I figured I needed to build more peasants in my main to have peasants for building, and maybe a little bit of repairing, so that's why I hesitated to attack when he was in my base. And pretty much, if he's not outside your base, or he's not like when I was pushing him right here, if you see my army going down his bridge, if he's not on the bridge, then he's gonna be creeping his gold mine. You just think that as a solo player. Like, why wouldn't he creep the merc camp? There's not really a point of creeping the gold mine. I mean, at the merc camp you can get a good item. Creeping the gold mine is just to put up an expansion, so that's what I figured he was doing. So what you want to do is you want to separate his army from his expansion. This is pretty dumb by him. This is sort of, the creme brulee of Night Elves and Undeads. I mean, like, everyone always falls for this. The human goes for the main. As you see a little cyber trick I did there just to cancel his warden. He's going to get his warden out eventually, but I just figured this would slow it down a little bit. But this is what you always want to do when you want to harass an orc. If you go Mount King, Stormbolt, Mount King Foot's expansion versus an orc, hit his main with some burrows, and then when his army comes, he's not going to have raiders yet if he's putting him in expansion. He might have like 1 raider, and then the ensnare might be upgrading, so he's not going to be able to stop your foeman. So you want to hit his main like I just did, and you want to switch, go back to his expansion, cancel his expansion. Because if he wasn't on the bridge when I was moving to go to his base, he's obviously creeping his gold mine. That's just 101. And obviously the warden was level 3 in the beginning of the game, so I know he crept his goblin merchant. So the only place he could be was at the gold mine. Only point of enough, like, creeping that gold mine, to be honest, is to put him in expansion. So, rape enough expansion. It's not like peasants power building yet. It's just one little stupid wisp building, and you can cancel it pretty easily, with waters and footmen and shit. And you could say that, he lost his warden, that's why he couldn't stop me from stopping his expansion. But at the time when he had his warden, does he have level 2 Shadow Strike? I don't know if he has level 2 Shadow Strike. But anyways, if his warden was still alive, like, if he stuffed and teleported when he was in my base, he wouldn't have had mana, and he wouldn't have been able to stop that, I don't think, anyway, because he didn't really have any wisps to spawn my water elementals, and I would have killed the first expansion regardless if his one was there. So, yeah, like I was saying about Nick North's strat, like, he goes like Griffins, go Bears, and then you want to have the 3 heroes to just to support your ground army as much as you can and handle without Warden. I'm pretty sure I would be doing the same thing if he went like, you know, if he got level 3 real quick, he got Shadow Strike, and then he went to my expansion with, you know, 5 archers and the level 3 Warden, and then he would just Shadow Strike my Archmage. I think if that would have happened, to be honest, I would have just built a shop at my main and just try and pick off his archers with my footmen and my waters. You know, since he doesn't have a Demon Hunter, he can't mana burn my Archmage, so I'm gonna have water elementals pretty much the whole time he's fighting me, which is good. You know, Warden is good, but I mean, like, when you think about it, when you don't have a Demon Hunter, I mean, I have my way with your archers. Like, your archers are gonna die, like, really easy. And, you know, think about it. Kill his archers. You can't really kill archers with just footmen. I mean, you need range attacking archers, because they'll just run, and you can't chase archers, really, with footmen. You need your hero chasing it with boots, and your waters attacking, doing damage. I do pick up that item with my Mountain King, so don't worry about that. Sentry wards. So right now, I know he has an expansion as natural, because if you saw my water elemental earlier, it was attacking it, but it had 3 bears on it, so I couldn't cancel it. But it's not that big of a deal because I canceled when he first built it, which that's kind of all that matters. I delayed it well enough to where he can't get that big of an advantage on me. Because if you see, if you take Fog of War off, he doesn't even have his gold mine, the Entangled gold mine up yet. So, you know, when you're versing Warden, switch up the gold mines. If you want to creep your natural gold mine, go ahead. You'll get level 3 quicker than, I think, anything else. It just sucks when you get LS'd on that. Like, when they LS, like, the